EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Quick, ready?
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Watch the run, watch the run. Go, 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 run, run, run.
Getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready? Ready, T! Strong left! Come on, D!
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to the 12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll go. H.N. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On first down, back to H.N. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, H.N. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon H.N. 41 yards. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific. There, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Jackson forced out to his left. The quick feet. Now the ball comes loose, and the Dolphins have got it.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. Crunch. 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 Check, 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 check. Yeah.
Now they'll change things up. Up the middle, Achane. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Back. Cover 2.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Once again, it's Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Watch the safety creep.
Now Tua going to change the play. On second down, a run by Achane. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
4 down. Check out.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he? EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game.
Ready. Blue 32.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
52 blue.
Love looking to throw it. That's complete to Dobbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
97.
Throwing. Love. Caught on the right side. Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown!
Tucker Kraft,
41 yards.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line.
Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. Past the 20 for a short gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened
Madden
up a little bit,
2-5.
maybe anticipating a pass
Emoji
instead of the
call
run
me
that they
hand.
got.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Running left, Achane.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd, and able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
This is 2nd and 8.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
2nd down. Love.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 and now on first down.
Let's go, D.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander,
and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Achane gets it from the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Big stop, let's go.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Lloyd, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Come on, set, 10 black.
They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back now at Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Love. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Love now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Love. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, Tua is going to change things up.
On 2nd down, Tua eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well timed. I mean,